Preparing for the,
My God.
preparing for what's gonna come.
Damn, I got scared.
Is somebody taking minutes?
Yeah, I got scared walking in. Like, what happened?
All right, everybody, pull out your paper and pencils.
Yeah, please do that.
It's cold. It's filling out. I almost feel like a minute.
That's what I was about to say. It's so hard. Everybody.
Shall we? Because I might be the sign. I mean, do we have music or something? Make sure.
Yeah, I can be correct. Quiet as hell, Lord. You need an AC.
All right. Well, once again, I want to welcome you all to the 12th annual Fleet DJs Music Conference. We are here at the Power Panel, and it's called Power for a Reason. We have a diverse background of individuals in the entertainment industry who have a wealth of knowledge, combined knowledge, that you really want to hear from. So, what I'm going to first start off with doing is letting everybody introduce themselves. I'll start off with you, Miss Cheney. Can you introduce yourself?
Good afternoon. My name is Janie Jennings. I own Industry Works and Mind Your Music Biz. I have 34 years in the music business. I've always been on the independent side. I work with independent artists, independent labels. I was general manager of Machine Entertainment Group until December of last year, which is G Herbo. I transitioned him, during my time with them, transitioned him off of mixtapes, moved everything over to DSPs, and then we started building his catalog from there. Managed a catalog of over 600 titles, didn't have any lawsuits, took care of all the paperwork, handled with everything with the business affairs and with all of the attorneys, producers, managers, the whole 9 yards. After that, I now am doing music rights management for Waka Flocka and for Deb Anthony's, Mazay Entertainment, and So Icy, and manage DJL, the architect of drill beats out of Chicago, Chase Davis and Chase the Money, as well as one of Kevin Gates's producers, Jay Witt. And then finally, in the last month or so, they came and I have now picked up co-management on Fendi the Rapper, which has the new single with Cardi B. So I'm in a new area, but yet thankful I've got 34 years of background behind me, and we're structuring her from the ground up. And my focus with new artists and entrepreneurs, creative entrepreneurs. And when I say creative, that means the artist, the producer, the writer, the DJ, everybody in here, you're creatives. You're not just your... All of our creative IP has to be protected the same. So that's where my focus is. My goal when I speak or when I work with clients, I don't really care about today. Yes, we'll make the money to make the rent, but I'm focused on the life plus 70, which is the copyright and how long you can exploit it and generate an income on it, and then tie in the 30+ revenue streams that are available in the music business.
Wonderful.
That's a tough act to follow. Shit, 34 years, goddamn. Shit. What's up? I'm Cool Joe Goody, man. 1/4 for the Goody Mob. Straight out of the Dungeon family, Atlanta, Georgia. Been in the music industry since 1995. Still active right now with the Goody Mob. We're still doing our thing. So I want to hear what y'all got to say today. What's happening?
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Tiana Von Johnson. I am a serial bona fide entrepreneur from the Bronx, New York. Boogie down Bronx, stand up, whoop whoop. I made my first $1 million my first year in business. Started in New York on Wall Street in real estate. Although real estate was not something that I loved, it was something that helped me generate millions of dollars. I used that money to do everything that I do want to do in life. I was able to get a television show on NBC called Powerhouse, the only black woman on Wall Street generating millions of dollars in a real estate game. Took all that money and started hustling, okay? Learned from my father, King George, who is the original record man. They called him the record man of Seymour Avenue, Cedric Avenue. In the Bronx, he was selling records to all the industry back then. So I was that little girl by his side, selling records on 125th Street, but also learning. I was that 8-year-old listening to the Last Poets and Roberta Flack and James Brown. And never thought that I would have anything to do with the music business more than just being an entrepreneur. But as I started to speak all around the world as a motivational speaker, speaking to thousands of women all around the world and helping thousands of entrepreneurs, I knew that my lane was motivational speaking and getting people to stop living comfortably in their lane and really start to focus on their vision and their goals and living their purpose and their passion in a big way. I have about 20 best-selling books. So like I said, I travel the world and I teach entrepreneurs. And as a motivational speaker, I said, another revenue stream. Why don't I just be an artist? Why not, right? Because I do all kinds of stuff, from handbag line, you saw that out there, fitness brands. And so I decided that I was going to be a motivational artist. And I put all my pain in this music. And so I'm new to the music game in a sense, but I was able to use my business brain, package it into a visual album, and I'm going to be releasing that very, very soon. So I'm excited to share all that I got going on.
That's dope.
Damn, I thought I did some shit. So here we go. DJ Big X, Coalition DJs, 16 years of black excellence out of Atlanta, DJ advocate. For the last 16 years, I've been an advocate for DJs, especially street level DJs, club DJs, just DJs. We've changed the culture. When we came in the game, a lot of things wasn't that they're doing now for DJs, and things that DJs have been able to accomplish through DJing wasn't giving us the platform back then. Now that you have Fleet, you have Coalition, you have Nerve, we all came together, and now we have we're creating platforms for artists, and now this is one of the platforms. I'm honored to be here. This is my second year. I'm here because I want to show the unity amongst DJs. DJ crew. I'm here to tell everybody in this room, me, myself, Johnny O, and Classic, we've all been unified together, and we've been working together. That don't mean we all represent getting things done as DJs. But for the most part, we represent our crews well, and like I said, I'm proud of you, Classic. Again, a very successful conference, and I'm honored to be here. Oh, and by the way, 17 major markets, 250 DJs. Check in with me, man. DJ Big X ATL, all right?
How y'all doing? My name Gil. Hey, man. I've been with Classic for a long time, man. Started putting me on records. And from there, we just grew our relationship. So, you know, anything he asked me to do, I'm always down to do it. I'm from the Goody Mob, Dungeon family. Still active out here. Me and James, we got an EP out right now. It's doing very well. I don't know how many. We did all right? Oh, we did all right. But, hey, man, I'm just glad to be here. Any questions y'all got to ask Gip, man, y'all want to ask Gip, come on, ask Gip, because I know y'all got something to ask Gip. So I'm here for y'all.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Y'all good? Yeah. What's happening? This is James Worthy, two-time Grammy Award-winning producer, songwriter, recording artist from New York, by way of Atlanta now. I mean, I've been all over the damn world, but, you know, from New York, from Queens, New York. Been in this game for a long time. Man, I started out with Switch House Records, transitioned to working with Whitney Houston and a bunch of other different people, you know, who took me under their wing and taught me a lot of different things. So happy to meet everybody. If you got any questions, just ask me, and let's get it poppin'.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Tuesday, Tamara Tuesday Thomas. I am the coordinator for the New York Fleet DJs, as well as I've worn plenty of hats in my years of being in the business, over 18, but I'm not going to disclose my age. 18 years, started out artist to promoter, from promoter to talent manager, to becoming a publicist. From a publicist, I've been in the TV business. I'm still currently in the TV business. So I wear many hats. I work with some top talent. I've had my love of working in a business and giving back to the artists, the independent artists who's still rocking and, you know, still trying to get it to the top. So I'm that person that people go to, the network queen of New York City. That's me. And yeah, I'm here to give any insight. Anybody looking for opportunities or want to know what's happening, if you're ever in the NYC area, definitely I'm the person to talk to.
All right. Well, I definitely want to open it up for questions, but I actually have a question that I think would apply to everyone. Now, I know you, Miss Janie, does the Mind Your Music Biz, but I know that there's some things that everybody needs to mind in their business from every aspect here on the panel. So I wanted you to first, if you can give some keys that every aspiring artist needs to make sure they have in place when it comes to getting their business together.
Thank you. Okay, so any creative that is stepping into the business, my foundational piece that I want to give you is do nothing in your personal name. You need to file your business entity, and your business entity needs to own everything, so that if anything should ever happen to you, if there's a sample and it wasn't cleared, or if there was something regarding the record that you didn't know, or if you're out on tour and there's an accident that happens on the road, you want the lawsuits to come at your businesses, because you can take the lawsuit, you can open up another business and keep going. So that's my first piece. Get everything, like as they've been telling us during the pandemic, you will own nothing and be happy. You will own nothing and be happy, because all of your assets will be in a separate business. You won't be killing yourself on taxes, and it will be protected, and you can move it on to your next of kin or whoever you choose to leave the legacy to. So your first thing you want to do is structure. I'm speaking to artists at the moment. The first things I'm going to tell you is you're going to want not an LLC or an Inc. You decide with your accountant or what you feel is right. But you're going to want to establish an entity for you as an artist, which in essence is you signing yourself. I don't want to call it your own label, but you're signing yourself to yourself. That way you're protected. You need a publishing entity, you need a touring entity, and you need a merch entity. I'm not quite sure how much North Carolina's costs are, but most of the time you're ranging anywhere from $60 to $500 across most states to get your entities filed. Once that's done, then you take those entities, and on the publishing side, you start setting up your PRO, you start setting up your MLC. Then on the other side, for your sound recording, you'll take your entity that you're signed to because it's your royalty from Sound Exchange, and that's how you collect the money on that side. If you've actually put the music out yourself, when you register with Sound Exchange, of course, you're going to have the master right to it to be able to collect 50%, and then you'll have your artist right. And then if you choose to break it out for any of the producers, you can do that and give them a few points as well, generally anywhere from 3 to 6 points. That right there, your entity formation, your PRO, your Sound Exchange, your MLC, that's your starting point before you even bring a record to the mixing stage, much less the mastering stage or delivering it to anybody.
Thank you.
How many artists do we got in here? Okay, great. What about producers? Okay, great. Grow your fan base, because everything is not gonna matter unless you have somebody that fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? Grow your fan base. Establish, once you grow your fan base, touring is where you're gonna really get your money, because they fucking with us right now with streaming. They're really robbing motherfuckers right now with streaming. So getting is good. Yes, of course, have your merchandise on deck when you're doing your touring, because that's really basically gonna be where you can really physically see your damn money, opposed to streaming, all these streaming platforms that we got today. For shit, if it was up to me, man, I'd go back to CDs and cassette tapes right now. But somebody up top somewhere had a great, bright idea to rob you of your money. Get your bread, come back. So, like I said, grow your fan base so you have a good following, that people will come see you. Your people will come to see you, and shit, man, just keep moving, man. Keep pushing that envelope. You know what I'm saying? Don't get discouraged, because we're living in a discouraging time right now where people that's got tether.
So what I can offer you guys is just that, like, I'm big on products. Like, working with somebody like a Master P, you got to get inspired. So he has, Rap Snacks. I have Boss Chips coming out. That's right. So going back to what he said about the streaming, like, being new to this, I'm used to, I produce something, whether it's a handbag or any product, I hand it to a customer, they hand me money. So that's my brain, right? So I don't understand what y'all talking about. I don't even want to hear it, right? So when I'm talking about my movie and all that I'm doing, like, I'm really still going through it with my managers and all the different people that I'm working with, because that just doesn't make sense to me. So as a coach, I train and I teach entrepreneurs. I have all my stuff packaged in my own books, my own US. So I don't really understand anything else, but I would say that it's really important to package what you know in your own way, and really what I'm doing, why I think I do inspire a lot of people, is because I have a lot of things that artists have when they get deals. So no one financed my project. No one bought my handbags. Like, I didn't get any deals. I created everything to the point where people are asking me, or they're coming to me because they want my package. They want what I have. So really packaging things right.
I think before you get an LLC, before you even get in the studio, you have to create. Right now, Goody Mob, when they came into the game, they were totally different from everything that came out in the market. Right now, everybody's a trap rapper. What happened to the regular guys in the business? What happened to being a regular person, rapping about regular shit? I've heard everything that I could hear about your genitalia. I promise you. I heard every way that it started with a creation, and a creation, that's why we keep saying the music is dead. We keep saying that because we keep seeing the same shit. So before we get an LLC, before we get a name, before we name ourselves, even when we name ourselves, we got to be creative. I'm tired of little. I'm tired of lil. Come on, man. I'm tired of, we done use young so many times. Now y'all spelling it with a U. This is what I'm saying. We got to change the game, and it starts with us. It starts with us knowing that creativity is the only way that it can happen first. Before we do anything, we have to be able to create. And what Cujo said, fan base. I put this on my page. If you don't follow me at DJ Big X ATL. I put this on my page. If you've been doing this shit longer than 5 years, and you can't get 10 people or 20, 30 people to come and pay to see you, you gotta pump the brakes on that shit. Real talk. All right? Just being honest. If you've been doing it longer than 5 and you ain't got a crew of people around you, like, you know your homeboys gonna wanna come in and get in for free. But you gotta start making them support you. That's the only way that you will know that you got real support. Outside of that, you got a bunch of yes men around you. All right?
Man, I guess the biggest thing for me as an artist is just originality, just being original. Like, I'm probably looked at by a lot of people as being what they call, these new folk call everything a hater. Yeah. They call everything a hater because they don't come from my world. See, my world, you couldn't be like nobody else. You couldn't have on the same thing. You couldn't rap about the same shit. You had to be different. So in this new world, it's very much accepted to just do what everybody else doing. Well, you couldn't get in the game when I came in the game like that. You couldn't just, and then plus, we was in front of LA and Babyface, an R&B label. So our shit had to be even better put together than street artists. So when a lot of people talk to me about what's great, what's not great, how about something that stands on its own? If it doesn't stand on its own, I'm not too interested in it. You know, so as far as me being an artist and as far as y'all wanting to be in this business, man, you got to know who you are. Because this shit don't come with no manual. And it's a difference when you don't know what success is. It's a difference when you don't know what success is. You can lose yourself in this shit. Yes. So you got to understand what you really want and who you really are. Because the more that you bring to the table, the less you got to ask for. So I would just say this, man. The music business right now is real wicked. It's real wicked, man. Because it's no balance of information. And they have carved this narrative out that everything about money and everything about dope sales. And if you could do that, you're the best in the world. Well, I just don't look at music like that. So whenever you see a conversation with Gil, my shit gonna always be against whatever the popular narrative is, because I know that's paid and bought. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you see some shit over and over and over again, know it's marketing. That's all. It's marketing. They can tell you I got $1 billion, but you don't know. But if you believe it, I got you. I got you. So you just got to understand that the world I came from, it wasn't all these tricks to the trade, all this, you know more about motherfucking personal business than what about the music. I just want artists and DJs and everybody to get about breaking and making the new, not following what we already did. And if you're going to keep playing the trap rap, at least find somebody that can smartly say some shit. Like, they just get... It's like, I asked my daughter the other day, I said, baby, what sus is? What the fuck is sus? She said, suspect that. I said, wait a minute now. Now y'all starting to break the word down to 3, and I'm supposed to understand what the word is. And that's how most of the rappers are rapping now. You know what I mean? Like, they cutting the words off. The stories don't even match. You know what I mean? don't nothing really match. It's just about us trying to, and bro, like, I don't, you know, my booty hole brown on me.
Yes, man.
Y'all tell me, folks. Y'all tell me, folks. The booty hole brown. That's where we at now. That's where we at. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, coming from a group that very much wanted to represent the South at its highest. I wanted to make sure that I did music I could take back and let Big Mama hear. That's why we did songs like Guess Who, talking about our mothers. We did everything against what them folks said. So let me let y'all know. So now y'all know that at the end of the day, they did have a meeting. They did want to just make us do different things. I have been asked by record executives, man, Goody Mob don't make no goddamn song about getting no pussy in there. Y'all don't party.
Actually, he said, Gil, he said, you don't get your dick sucked?
Yeah. I'm
Y'all
trying
don't
to
get
tell
y'all dicks
y'all,
up?
came straight from the top. Y'all, but see now 25 years later, we know that they really did have a meeting about artists, make this kind of music so we can fill the jails up. Good,
The narrative is different.
Goody Mob always said, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So look at rap today. They always turn the worst of us and make that the greatest of us. And the smart of us, the people that represented us the right way, they here. It's as you now 25 years later, we know that it was a game. So everything that you think is great, you got to flip it. It's the other folk, brown booty holes. I'm with y'all. Anything else, y'all? We're going to talk all day.
Oh man, Gippy. Gippy. Give it up for Gip. Spitting that truth. Nah, man. I mean, I second everything that everybody done said up here already, man. Like y'all done hit it on the head. What I would add to it is you got to understand your audience. Like, backing off of what Cujo said, of course you got to build your fan base and what your base is. Where are they at? Where are they from? Where are people listening to you at? You know what I mean? All that's why myself, I'm always touring in Europe because I see a bigger picture on how music makes people feel. You know, other people in other countries who don't even speak English know all the words to my records because it's just because I devote my time to that and I devote my brand to kind of, it ain't the old shit no more. So you got to understand how the internet works. You got to understand how the streaming works. Now, you know, we answer to them white folks. You know what I mean? But we
No pun intended.
I'm just saying.
Hey, man, be respectful.
No, man, it ain't nothing like that. But I'm just saying, you know, we gotta understand how things work. We gotta understand that, you know, for example, even with streaming, like a lot of people, especially artists, don't realize there's free streams and premium streams. Yep. How much do those cost? Yep. You know what I mean? We gotta understand the difference between what we actually are getting paid for and what we don't. So that's all I'm saying.
Don't blame it on the white folk, man.
Um,
And I'm more equal.
I want to say the saying history, repeats itself is really a slogan that's really true. Yeah. Even when you talk about the music, like everybody on this panel says something that's very inspirational, but when you talk about the music and why, what you just said is music dead. Why they keep revamping those songs from the 90s and the 60s, but we've been doing this for years. So history will always repeat itself in a different form. It don't matter what business, what world you in, it's gonna continue to live through whatever that divine is. As far as artists, like what she was saying, as far as artists, the artist development stages of the music business has changed. There's not a lot of, going on with that, but there are managers that still do artist development, and they're very good at it. You know, it's just the artists nowadays, like you said, music is changing and so are the artists. So are the artists. Everyone want to be that, oh, I'm the next this, I'm that, I'm that. Everybody, like you said, is copying each other. A lot of the showcases we have in nowadays are oversaturated. Like, I don't even want to go to one, I'm being honest. It's hard to get me to go to a showcase nowadays. I'm being honest because everyone is doing the same old thing and there's no specialness in it. Back in the days, Jay-Z's club, they used to have talent competitions. They used to do showcases where A&Rs came out. DJs came out, reps came out. I don't see that a lot. Yes, they come out when they're bored, they're paid. But back in the days, they used to do it from the heart because they want the artist. They want that artist. They want to see who's my next big act. We don't see that now. Everything is more commercialized. Everything is about the look. If you see, more of the artists are starting to look like Barbies, which is okay if that's the wave they want to go. If that's the wave they want to go. But is that good for marketing? I mean, everyone wants to be a Barbie. Is that really who represents you as an artist? Is that going to represent your brand, your music? Do you know what the Barbie brand came from? Is that really what you want to represent? That don't define an artist. That don't define you. But definitely coming up when it comes to the big music business, getting that lawyer over there, that beautiful lawyer, that is something every artist needs, and that should be the first thing you go and you look for. They do take, payment plans. Some do work with budgets, all budgets. Get a job, artists. A lot of artists underestimate, no one's handing no money to you. I don't care if you work at McDonald's. I know a client right now, he's financing a movie project, and he works at Starbucks. And I respect his grind. You hear me? I respect it that I'm working with him. Because for somebody to feel like, yo, I was like, nah, you ain't gotta pay me, because the moral of the story is that I see the vision. A lot of people out here don't see the vision no more. Their vision is broken, your tunnel vision, because you're stuck on who's making this and what car they driving. Get to that bag, invest in yourself. There's legal hustles, bro. You can have multiple streams of income. I'm learning every day, even from artists that are out here grinding. You can too. So I'm gonna leave it there and let her take on over.
Well, thank you for that sauce. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay, so I want to open it up to questions. Any questions? I can come around. Don't be shy. Okay. Oh, wait, maybe I'm not coming around because y'all spread out. So we're going to start. We're going to start over here. What's your question?
Start a question. I'm DJ Standerman, Tennessee Fleet DJS. I go on TikTok a lot. Meet artists all the time. Artists always say, hey, play my song, play my song. You see it in the chat. Hey, go download, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. And my thing is this, like you've always talked about all morning. How am I going to play track one? You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, I had an artist I found the other day. He was on there, he was bragging about he is the number one
Forms that you can go on and you can actually look at your stats and analytics. So if you come up to me, this is one of the main reasons why I don't take priority records no more. I don't take paid for records no more, because when you pay me for the record, you're looking for something that I can't give you in return, because on the other end, you haven't done the things that you need to do. So it makes it hard for me. So when you don't do what you're supposed to do, when you come back and say, man, I gave you this amount of money and this didn't happen and I was looking for this to happen and I'm not seeing it. You're not seeing it because you didn't do the shit you were supposed to do. So on the other end of that, your Instagram is a major part of it. Your TikTok is a major part. Your YouTube is a major part. All these things have to be connected. You can't be MC Ren and be MC JoJo on YouTube. Everything has to align with each other. When these things don't align and you come to me and you say, man, I'm the number one nigga on YouTube, go look me up. I go look you up. I can't even find you because you ain't registered right. Your numbers don't look, none of this shit is connected. But if you take the time and look at these platforms like Chartmetrics and what is it, Vibrate?
There's Vibrate, Chartmetric, and Sound Charts, and all of those, Chartmetric I think offers 7 days. I know Sound Charts offers 7 days, and I think Vibrate gives you 2 weeks. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I thought I was talking out loud. Chartmetric gives you 7 days free. Sound Charts gives you 7 days free. And I think Vibrate gives you 2 weeks free.
Right.
But the other thing is, don't forget, how many artists out here have your artist pages even set up on your DSPs? Your analytics are right there. So your first place is, hey, send me your Spotify artist page and your Apple artist page analytics.
Right.
Screenshot it.
So after about 10, 15 minutes while I was listening to his song, I finally found it on title. But the way it was listed was not how he told me it was.
Right.
So I did find it, and it sounded okay, but it didn't just pop up. Like,
Yeah.
you really got, you
Because when you tell somebody, when you go to these DJs and you go to these people and you say, man, I'm the hottest artist in my city, these people can look you up now. So, and on the label side, they ain't even looking at you without these numbers. They don't give a fuck about you being hot in the club no more. They don't give a fuck about, man, he the shit in North Carolina. We're going to go look at the numbers first, because the numbers are going to tell another story. A lot of y'all, if you buy bots, once you get on these platforms, you're going to be able to see who buy bots. Because when you say, at the bottom where it says fans also like, you're going to see people from New Zealand and Finland, and you know they ain't trapping in New Zealand. So, so you know that he's not gonna be a fan of yours. You know what I'm saying? So these are the things that these labels are looking at that a lot of y'all artists don't know, that y'all, but y'all are, you know, y'all so confident in what y'all do. Y'all, it's just like when me and Classic go, we the #1 DJ crew in the world. We supposed to feel that way. We supposed to promote that. Why wouldn't we promote that? But at some point, we got to put the work in. The work has to be done. And that's what first thing I told Gib about his project today. I said, keep doing what you're doing, bro, because a lot of people not doing what you're doing. And that's putting in work. He's out promoting his record. A lot of y'all won't even leave your city. It's bigger than your city, bro. Like, we had that main problem in Atlanta. If you on my page, you're going to see me say that shit. Everybody won't be the shit in the city. I'm just saying. And then you know the other thing a lot of y'all artists are saying, y'all will go, well, we don't really need the DJ. What artists in here don't want to hear their record in the club? Tell me what artists in here don't want to hear their record in the club. So if the DJ ain't playing your record, how you get heard in the club? But the great thing about social media is, and I'm gonna tell you artists this, is content. The first thing everybody in this room do when you wake up in the morning, you do what? You pick up your phone, right? So you know what I do? I make sure I post in the morning, so when you wake up, I'm the first thing you see. You gotta start thinking past the nigga shit, bro. I do it when I feel like, boy, them folk fuck with me. Come on, man, we got it. This shit is a business. I tell listen, man, and I came to talk for real today because I've been had a lot of shit on my mind. Listen, bro, this shit is a business. Y'all think this is some homeboy shit. It's a luxury to get to the point of where you can say you a goody mob. That's a luxury. That's a longevity. Most of us in this room probably won't see what they seen. But you gotta put in some work. If you don't put in no work, how you gonna get there? Look at this room you in. Somebody put in work to do this shit. But for you, you came in and it was easy for you to come in and have a seat, get a drink, listen to what everybody say. But the people behind this shit know it wasn't that easy. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you got to start looking at your music and your career. If you ain't willing to put that work in, I always tell my DJs this: if you don't put nothing in, you ain't gonna what?
It has to be registered. Stop giving the DJs unregistered music. Trust me, I experience it, and I tell these artists it's not good because you want to make sure you're getting paid off of your streams. You want to be able to have, like you said, the DJ to find you as an artist. If you don't know how to register music, please go to more conferences, go to more events, meet mentors, meet legends and other people that can actually pave that way and help you so you can know what's the logistics of it. Because it's like you said, it's a business. and your business has to be handled right. You can't go up to the DJ because you have it on your MP3 and say, here, it's not a registered record. Where's the publishing? Where did you copyright it? Did you actually do all that you needed to do? Do you know what the Library of Congress is? Do you know how to register it? It's $85, bro. 85. Okay? Make sure your BMI and your ASCAP is together. I mean, you get paid off of performances.
Yeah,
you get
you do.
paid when you do things. You perform in the community. You have to have that proof. You have to provide that information to so you can get that money, that royalty.
I'm gonna piggyback on what she said with that too. On your DSPs, your Spotify, especially Spotify now, if you're touring, you can actually put your tour dates up there. You can sell merchandise on your page. If you're an artist in this room, you should have control of your Spotify for artist page, your Apple for artist page, your Tidal for artist page. You should have a Dizza page. You should have a Genius page. You should have a Songkick page. You see what I'm saying? This is the shit that none of y'all know. But you looking for success and don't know.
Hey, I wanna piggyback off something real quick. This is important. Does anybody know what the NVPI is? You ever heard of that? NVPI. NVPI is pretty much another PRO, but they are in the Netherlands. That's how you can collect your royalties in the Netherlands. So write that down. NVPI. Sign up for it. It's bigger than ASCAP, bigger than BMI, bigger than CSAC. NVPI. I just want to throw that out there because nobody ever talks about that.
Money.
The next question, I saw a question. Okay. Go ahead, producer. DJ Mel.
DJ Mel, Assistant State Manager for Maryland. I kind of have a three-part question. One, the artists, you say you don't like streaming. Your one-time sales off of physical merchandise, with streaming just keeps going on. Are the artists not getting paid every time that music gets streamed?
Not enough.
Not enough. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead. No, you go.
Depending on ways to do things. So if you are a DI, puts your music together and puts it out, you have that structure. You control 100% of the master.